Hey guys, Con from Project Heroes. Welcome back to the Shipyard series where we are doing our Naval Academy scenarios in Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. First things first, I would like to say that this was not the original plan for today, but I overslept, so I was not able to edit the... Well, I wasn't going to have enough time to edit the next episode of Rise of Dreadnoughts like I had originally planned for today, so I apologize about that ahead of time. I got the footage, I'll edit it, and that should be out on Monday, because tomorrow we are going to do War Thunder. Um, we're doing War Thunder today, so we can have War Thunder uploaded tomorrow, you know what I'm trying to say. And then Tuesday next week will probably be the opening of our first episode of the new Minecraft series. Our new Minecraft survival multiplayer that we're doing, which is exciting. So, anyways, into the video though, into what we're actually doing. We're going to be doing the Super Dreadnought or Battlecruiser scenario. Or at least we're going to be taking our best shot at it. Our objective is to destroy an enemy fleet with a superior warship. So we are going to test the power of a super dreadnought or an advanced battlecruiser against a combined fleet of smaller warships. And we will retain the advantage as long as we keep a safe distance and steady course to maximize the effectiveness of our heavy guns. And we'll have 2 destroyer escorts to help spot enemy light ships and their torpedoes and whatnot. So we will either build a battleship or a battlecruiser. We have 1.6 billion funds. The enemy fleet consists of a couple of battleships, a couple of heavy cruisers of different classes, 2 different classes, 3 light cruisers, and then 4 destroyers. And we have to sink 65% of the enemies and keep 100% of our ships alive. That being said, I think we're only going to have 1 ship. We need to keep either our battleship or a battlecruiser alive, and I imagine we're only going to have 1 of each, unless if I somehow manage to make a extremely cheap warship, which never happens. As you can see, I've already attempted this scenario once. We're gonna... I did a test scenario a while back. We're just gonna restart and remake the warship out of scratch. We will go with the Dreadnought hull. We are playing as the French, whereas the other ship is an Italian. So we got some French guns instead, which is fine. We are gonna go with our most advanced tower, which will be the tall advanced tower, as opposed to this one, which actually this one has a barbette emplacement, but I'm not going to worry about that, because we can just put one on ourselves. So we got the advanced tower, we will have the rear tower, and actually, while I'm at it, let's get a funnel squeezed right on in here. Assuming I can actually get the stuff moved around properly. There we go. And let's squeeze that right up back against it. Alright, speed. Hull speed. Ship speed. 22 knots. Sounds reasonable enough to me. 22 knot max speed. What kind of guns do we want? We got access to massive 18-inch guns. Which would be awesome if I can actually fit them. I can fit that one there. Do that. One up front, and I've gone with the triple because weight reasons. I think if I went with anything bigger, I would make the ship overweight pretty quickly. But the 18-inch guns will be very beneficial to, actually, do damage. They will pound enemy battleships, that's for sure. Especially when their deck pen is 2.9 inches. Ugh. We will use Prep 4 armor. We will use oil 1. That saves weight. Then we will use... do I want turbo electric or geared? Which one of you is lighter? I think the geared is lighter, but only by a couple 100 tons. And you are just... Oh god, you're way more expensive. No, wait. Yeah, no, way more expensive. 20,000 compared to 9,000. Okay. Yeah, no. We'll go with the... Wait, is the pitch better? It is better, okay. We'll stick with gear turbines for now, and maybe we'll change it, I don't know. Because I think the... I think the turbo-electric might be more efficient. It is. So we'll see what happens with that. Electric steering, anti-flash, best torpedo protection we can get along with triple bottom. We'll do all or nothing armor scheme with a anti-flood 3 and reinforced bulkheads 2. We are now overweight. Because of course we are. That being said, I want a stereoscopic rangefinder. I might skip on the acoustics. Semi-auto, reloading electrical 2 turrets. I want TNT and 2 powder, I believe was the one that I usually go with, not the cord. Yeah, 2 powder. Wait, these things have 49 inches of armor pen with a semi-cap. That's amazing. I love that. 18-inch guns smack. If you guys didn't know, apparently. God, how much, okay. Nose fuse on the HE, because I don't want them to overpen. But the problem we are now running into is the fact that the ship is severely overweight. So, let us see what we might be able to cut out. Having a 14-inch turret, I think we'll stick with a 12-inch armor belt. And then 4-inch fore and aft. Mainly because I have a feeling we're going to be mostly worrying about deck armor. And honestly, we might tone back our main battery a little. We might actually tone it down to 16-inch guns, if anything. Either 16-inch guns, or we take it down to a 2-barrel, twin barrel. Because we need to lighten the weight severely. As for our... Yeah, I think let's go down to twin 18-inch guns. So we won't have the same volume of fire, but we'll actually be able to have the heavier shells. It honestly might be unnecessary. I could probably get away with the 16-inch guns. The largest guns, I believe, if I recall correctly, the largest guns that were ever put on a battleship were the 18.1-inch cannons, and those were the ones on the Yamato. And in this game, you can get anywhere up to 19. You can get 19, and I think the largest gun you can put on a ship in this game is a 20.9-inch gun, via the 20-inch guns that you can slap on. But yeah, no, every barrel on one of these right now is 1,000 tons, so, roughly. So we, yeah, getting rid of those does definitely help. As for secondary battery, because I don't want this thing to sink immediately. I would love to put that there, but at the same time it bothers me because of how awkward it looks. Alternatively, actually, 5-inch guns. What if... Wait, what if I just, what if we do this? Well, at that point, I might as well just do it somewhat normally, like a normal person. Just put it there like that. Actually, instead of that, let's see here. What caliber? What do we want for our main secondary battery? 8-inch might be nice because they can still pen armor, but also with the HE do light ships. So having 8-inch casemates would probably be nice to deal with the light cruisers and then still be able to kill the heavy cruisers, you know? And then actually what we can do for shits and giggles is torpedo tubes on the top deck here. Just have a set of torpedo tubes, 20-inch standard. What's the range on these? 9.5 kilometers. It's fine for me, I suppose. They're not going to be a main weapon, mostly just something to say, hey, get away from me. If I could just put a swarm of torpedoes out, I mean, all the better, right? Yeah, we just put a couple of tubes up there, and that's actually perfect. They might not even get used, but it'd be a nice way of saying step off, you know. As for smaller guns, what can we fit up here? 3-inch, I imagine. Let's get a 3-inch gun battery up. I might just put that there because it makes sense more than anything. And I'm honestly just kind of looking for places to put small guns at this point. We could put a couple of 3-inches up there. We haven't even figured out armor profile yet, and I'm just filling this thing up with weapons, which probably isn't a good thing. However, I think with what we have, we should be fine. Honestly, if anything, I'd just put another couple of 8-inch guns there just to fill it out, but at the same time, I don't really think that's entirely necessary. Alright, deck armor. So deck armor is probably going to be important simply because we are going to be very close. I mean, we're going to be very far away. So our 18-inch guns, they're pretty large. So, honestly, we have a 138% armor quality bonus on top of the fact that we're probably going to be engaging somewhere like 12,000 meters. So if we go with something like a 6-inch armor deck would make me extremely comfortable because that would give us a bit over 12 inches of armor, and on top of that we went with all or nothing, so we have 3 different layers of deck armor. So honestly, if we went with say 4, then we went with 2, 1, 1, or actually, can we go with 3? No, we can go with 2, 1 inch, and then 0.5. And that has that will like eat away at shell velocity on top of that. So that would essentially be a 1-inch deck for it. So we go from the like an 8-inch deck armor down to 4, 2, and then 1. And that's with the 18-inch guns. So we would probably not stop our 18-inch guns at maximum range from deck pen, but we could very well limit it. As for something like a 16-inch gun, though, you know, we'd probably be fine. But actually, we could even maybe bump this up to 5 and be even better off. Yeah, there we go. As for our belt, actually fore and aft deck, though, is a bit of a different story. I might bring it up to 2.5. Simply because I would be concerned about... Jesus Christ, our foreweight's awful. That's actually a severe problem. And the best way I can think of amending that is actually by putting the turrets further back and putting this one on a barbette. Honestly, this is a hole where I think we're supposed to have 3 turrets on the back. Usually, a lot of super dreadnoughts had 3 turrets on the aft. Going into World War II, you would see that, especially on U.S. battleships of the time. Things like the Wisconsin and New York had a three turrets set up on the rear, where you'd have the one on the 2 of them on the deck, and then one in between them on the sponson, on the barbette. I mean, not sponson. All right, but now we are once again severely overweight. Yeah, lovely. The balancing of these ships are terrible. What to do about that? I mean, I suppose what we can do is make one of the, what we can do is just take, you know what, screw it. What can I get rid of? What do I not need is the big question. I probably won't need turning as much. What is our turn rate and turning circle? Why is our turning circle 357? For those who don't remember, or maybe didn't see the last episode of the Shipyard, the last couple episodes of the Shipyard, where I made a Battlecruiser that had roughly the same turning circle, and was drifting it around like it was NASCAR, not NASCAR, like it was Fast and Furious or something. Yeah, what's our turning speed? Yeah, Course change time at full speed 15. Okay. Let's give ourselves a balanced rudder, because that actually saves weight. And then we could probably get rid of the shaft entirely, honestly. Maybe not, I don't know. Range. That's something I don't need. Get rid of the range. There we go. Now we're better. Alright. I was just like, what can I get rid of here? Alright. Let's see here. Okay. 6-inch top on the turrets is acceptable. On the main battery, at least. As for the casemates, having a 10-inch side would honestly be fine for me. I highly doubt we're going to have to worry too much about it. 4-inch top on the 3-inch guns is also alright for me. We'll do a 4-inch side. These guns don't get armor. Let's see here. For our deck, I think we're fine. 2-inch on the superstructure. Alright. As for our problems with our 4-weight, how much can I amend this? Dommage. Can I go with a 5.5? And that puts us at a 4-weight offset of 1%. So we have a 5.5-inch deck. It's actually thicker. Our aft deck is thicker than our main deck, which is hilarious. But if we need to run away, I know I won't have to worry so much about our deck pen running away. 9.9-inch barbette on the main guns as well, so I don't think we'll have to worry about the main guns getting penned so much. And God, it's amazing to me that we have semi-armor piercing shells. These are the softest AP shells I can put on this thing, and we still have more armor pen than what I need. Honestly, if I wanted to, I could, like I said, I could just go to the 16-inch guns and I wouldn't have to worry. But, you know, these will, if these hit, I mean, if these hit, 6,000, the AP damage is 6,306, which is a lot. So if I hit with these things, that ship is going to be hurting. What do we call this? You know what? For you guys, this is the subscriber class. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you're enjoying this content and you want to see more. See what I did there? Anyways, let's get going. Yeah, be sure to like and comment with your thoughts as well. Anywho. So we, yeah, I honestly am really tired. I woke up late, today. It was like, I woke up, checked the time on my phone, and I was like, oh my lord, it's 9:41 in the morning. Cause I was up, we spent pretty much 5 hours, just 10 minutes short of 5 hours last night playing Minecraft. Mikey and I, because we were getting spawn set up, because the way we're doing this is, for those who, Jesus Christ, what is happening with, why is it every time I build a ship, the thing wants to do this? Oh, yeah, we need to, like, keep me away from really maneuverable ships, I think. Why is this battleship doing a wibble wobble? Come on, destroyers, screen me. Alright, for now we're gonna turn off torpedo tubes. But yeah, Mikey and I were getting a spawn set up for the guys, so we can have a community site. Because if you guys remember, for the older Minecraft generation might remember this, but there is a group of YouTubers back in the day that had a server called Minecraft. We're doing something a bit similar to that, just instead of a bunch of different content creators, it's us. I mean, to be honest though, if there were Minecraft YouTubers that wanted to join in with us, you know, I'd be more than happy to welcome anyone onto the server, assuming that I can actually make sure the server's still working. Oh shit. Alright, let's slow this down really quick. I need to... Alright. You, main gun. You, secondaries. Torpedoes. Oh, the destroyer's already sent the torpedoes out there. That's awesome. Is that the heavy cruiser? What are you? Oh, you're just another destroyer. Gotcha. Alright, let us... Yeah, turn. We got torpedoes coming in. Oh, that destroyer! Oh, one of the destroyers got hit by a torpedo. Let us... I'm glad I slowed it down, because, yeah, this is a mess. Alright, secondaries can shoot at that. That's one of their battleships. I want the main guns firing at that. Alright, let's get us turned a bit. Especially because we have a couple of torpedoes coming right at us. Alright, they had an ammo detonation. I think one of the destroyers managed to hit them. Let us fire secondaries. You are another destroyer. What is our range from the enemy battleships right now? I might... Okay, yeah. I want to get us a bit further away. So let us turn and start heading away. we'll see what they... Because I think the AI is going to try and keep that distance short between us. They're going to try and take away my advantage. But yeah. And our destroyers are running into the issue of not... they have a friend. They have an enemy destroyer. Man, this is just like the battle of... this is just like World War I, where enemy ships were lining up into the... I think it was the Battle of Jutland, where the German fleet was trying to return home, and they couldn't because of the British fleet was cutting them off. So it was like in the middle of the night, the German commander tried to break through, and there was so much confusion that there was actually a British ship that, I think it was a light cruiser or destroyer, got into was so confused, thought the German ships were friendly, and actually got in formation with the German ships thinking that they were friendly destroyers. Or friendly ships, and then the German ships were like, "What are you doing?" and blasted him to bits. It was hilarious. Well, I mean, from a person who was studying World War history, there goes our other destroyer. That's not good because we don't have the one thing I didn't put on this thing was acoustics, so that destroyer will need to be very careful about torpedoes. And speaking of which, we actually just got torpedo damage. Let's launch torpedoes at the enemy battleship because they are really close to us, and then let's start making a turn because I think they just, that destroyer is turning away. Makes me think he might have launched torpedoes, so we need to go. Also, we're being pounded. We got 4 hits on the torpedoes, with the torpedoes. Let's turn. Are they going to sink is the question. They took a lot of damage. I don't think Gloria is surviving that, needless to say. Our torpedo tubes did take another hit though. Oh, she might just barely survive that. Alright. Oh, we launched more torpedoes. Oh, that's just what we needed. And they're set to save too, so they're actually very confident that's gonna work. Let us... Okay, secondaries. Fire out the destroyers. Oh, yep, we got another hit. I don't think the Gloria is surviving. Alright. Enemy destroyer. There goes the Gloria. Why do I have to... Okay, main guns fire at their other battleship. Destroyers are also need to be gone. The subscribers, you guys are doing it for us. Oh, that's the other thing I forgot. I could have used the extra money and bumped up the training. You guys are a bunch of novices right now. Our subscribers are crewing this ship. The imaginary extra 1100. Oh. No! Oh! That was lucky. Only 2 torpedo hits and they were in the aft. We're good. Although they took out our steering gear. We're still able to turn like it's like they didn't do anything. Although the ship is definitely struggling a bit. However, our anti-flood is doing its job and is managing to get the ship back in working order, so overall, that torpedo didn't actually really do anything. And we got hit by 2 of them, and it didn't even do that much damage. They hit, like, the same spot on the ship, which was nice. We overpenned. We're gonna sink that ship due to damage rather than actual water flooding. However, we do got cruisers coming in, so let us start firing secondaries at those. Turning away from the battleship. I'd rather focus on the smaller ships that probably have torpedoes, because I don't think their battleship does have torpedoes, but they're probably underwater. Alright, let's turn away, just on the off chance that they did launch torpedoes, because I can't actually see what you guys are, or what you have. You are heavy cruisers, I believe. And you could very well have torpedo tubes under the surface. The battleship sunk due to structural damage. That is fine. We can now focus on the heavy cruisers. Yep, torpedo in the water. Alright, let's turn. Turn all the way around. This is the old technique of avoiding torpedoes without actually having acoustics to be able to avoid torpedoes. Traditionally, battleships rarely had actual acoustic underwater acoustics. I think if I recall correctly, there were some that had some basic systems, but that role was definitely mostly reserved for cruisers and destroyers, at least with American ships back in the day. You know, you would have, in World War II, you'd have a lot of the U.S., you would have U.S. light cruisers were really the biggest things that had underwater acoustics. Let's set our torpedo tubes to save, see if we can't, oh, they're still reloaded, never mind. Come on, 8-inch guns. Do something nice. You are a heavy cruiser with 6 inches of belt armor with a 30% bonus. That is something that we can't pen with AP rounds, but who knows? Also, I think our main guns are struggling because of how close they are, but, you know. Whatever. Oh my lord. I love this ship. You know, the other thing, the one advantage that the dual guns have is that they're technically more accurate. They don't have the same volume of firepower, the volume of fire that a triple or quad would have, but they're just flat more accurate, which is nice. When you have to save weight, at least it's not a complete loss, you know? So that's something that I do love about this. Oh, destroyer survived. We should probably make a turn, honestly. Never mind. Completely unnecessary. It's whenever I say something, it's just, nah, you're fine. Just absolutely annihilated. That's like when I eviscerated that light cruiser. I told Mikey about the last episode where I eviscerated a light cruiser with 7 24-inch torpedoes. And Mikey was like, what? Why? Anyways, that's the scenario. Mission complete. How long did that take us? 32 minutes. So that was actually a fairly long video. So anyways, guys, I'll wrap it up there. Once again, hope you all enjoyed. Please leave a like and a comment. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you have any ideas for things we can do in the future. Because how many scenarios do we have? We still have quite a bit to go through. The Shipyard series is not supposed to just encompass Ultimate Admiral, though. So if there are games that you guys want to see me, other games that naval-based games that you guys want to see me F around in the future, let me know down in the comments section, or hop on over to our public Discord and chat me up if you want. On top of that, guys, if you don't want to miss any of our future content, like I said at the beginning of the video, hit that subscribe button. Helps us out. And, yeah, I can't really think of much else. I'm excited to get started on the Minecraft series here soon, and to get back into War Thunder. Well, okay, maybe not excited about the War Thunder part. That game still frustrates me to my core, but, that's beside the point. You guys enjoy it. That's what matters. Alright, well, I will see you all next time.